Hello friends! The model has a wide variety of petrol engines and two turbo diesels. The three-door versions of the GT, Ceed and Pro Ceed GT, received a 1.6 T GDI petrol turbo engine with a return of 204 horsepower. The engine from the Gamma family is equipped with direct fuel injection. After restyling, GDI direct injection also appeared on the atmospheric 1.6, due to which its power increased to 135 horsepower. Such a unit relied only on expensive versions of Prestige and Premium. The most widespread atmospheric 1.6 with distributed fuel injection designated as G4FG. It differs from the G4FC with an additional timing clutch on the exhaust shaft. The motor is well known from other models of the brand. Its weak point is the catalyst. The neutralizer can become unusable after 50 to 70,000 kilometers. Honeycombs begin to collapse. Ceramic dust, in turn, can get into the cylinders, resulting in scoring. One of the characteristic symptoms of catalytic converter problems is a drop in traction. The most accurate diagnostic method is monitoring the condition of cells using an endoscope. Previously, the warranty for the catalyst was 1 year or 1,000 kilometers. Since 2015, the manufacturer's liability period has been extended to 3 years or 100,000 kilometers. It is worth noting that after restyling, the number of catalysts increased from 1 to 2 pieces. Since the new converter is very expensive, the owners simply remove it, put snakes on the oxygen sensors, and reflash the ECU. Until January 30th, 2013, a so-called silent timing chain was installed, which could stretch prematurely. Later, it was replaced by a regular one, more reliable. Valve adjustment is carried out using the selection of pushers. Basic versions were equipped with a 6-speed manual transmission. As an alternative, a 6-speed automatic was provided for the 1.6. After restyling, the Kia Ceed has a 7-speed DCT dual-clutch transmission. It went in tandem with a 1.4-liter turbo engine with a 1.6 CRDI turbo diesel. Petrol 1.6 GDI was combined only with a 6-speed robot. Both robots are co-developed with LUK. In cars with manual transmission, the input shaft oil seal may leak. In this case, the transmission fluid gets on the clutch, causing the clutch to slip. It is not always possible to get rid of a simple oil seal replacement. Sometimes corrosion is found on the shaft, which means that the new oil seal will not last long. The case is recognized as a warranty for machines of the Slovak assembly, produced before August 28th of 2014. To update the stuffing box, you need to open the box. The robotic gearbox rarely causes serious problems, but malfunctions do occur. A number of owners of cars with automatic transmission complain about noticeable shocks at the time of braking. For Ceed JD with atmospheric 1.6, even a TSB, technical bulletin, was issued, ordering to update the software of the box ECU, TCM, when a defect is found in cars of the 13 and 14 model year. However, there are instances that have passed over 300,000 kilometers without any problems with the machine. The Ceed behaves well on well-paved roads. Handling and stability are excellent, but the suspension works out the transverse irregularities relatively hard and noisy. Approximately after 60 to 100,000 kilometers, the silent blocks of the rear levers wear out. In addition, brake-up bolts quite often turn sour. They have to be cut. After 80 to 120,000 kilometers, the outer boot of the CV joint may give up. The original boot comes only assembled with a hinge. On a segment of 100 to 150,000 kilometers, the front and rear shock absorbers give off the breath. In parallel, it is the turn of ball bearings. It is worth noting that since May of 2014, cars with a modernized suspension have gone. The changes affected the support bearings, springs, shock absorber supports, and the shock absorbers themselves. The second generation Kia Ceed, like its predecessor, has electric power steering. From time to time, it causes criticism. The owners point to the steering wheel biting in the zero zone or taxiing steering. Sometimes it was possible to eliminate the disease after calibrating the EUR. Some have had the amp replaced under warranty. Unhealthy symptoms are more often manifested in the cold season. This gives reason to believe that the whole point is lubrication or its insufficient quantity in the mechanical part of the amplifier. Filling the mechanics with grease often solved the problem. There is another flaw, a knock in the steering. In the official service, they fought the disease by replacing either the thrust bolt in the steering rack, or the elastic coupling, or the steering cardan. On Ceeds with adaptive steering, a knock or click when turning the steering wheel occurred due to play between the adaptive EUR bushing and the hood cross member bracket. The defect, in accordance with Kia's prescription, was eliminated by installing a washer between the bushing and the bracket. The problem is typical for cars manufactured before November 25, 2014, but also occurred in samples of 2015 release. Ceed JD paintwork is not resistant to aggressive environments and external influences. With age, paint swelling is observed on the tailgate, windshield frame, and sills. Over time, vertical scratches appear on the front and rear side windows. It's all about the velvet. Later, a technical bulletin was issued instructing customers to change the seals to modernized ones when contacting customers. Scuffs on the steering wheel were often found after 30 to 60,000 kilometers. Official services sometimes changed the steering wheel under warranty. However, there are instances with a mileage close to 100,000 kilometers without signs of wear. The combined upholstery of the seats, a combination of leather and fabric, does not differ in durability. As a rule, leather inserts burst. Unfortunately, the defect was not always recognized by the warranty. From time to time, in the cabin begins to creak plastic. After 60 to 100,000 kilometers, the windshield wipers can mope. The trapezoid turns sour. First, the speed of movement of the brushes decreases, and then they completely freeze. As a rule, the case is recognized as a guarantee. After 100 to 150,000 kilometers, the rear view camera may fail. Instead of an image, you have to see a black or blue screen. 5-year camera warranty. Station wagons of the 2012 to 2014 model years, in case of fogging or failure of the camera due to water ingress, can count on its free replacement. Often, the DRL lights begin to flicker or go out. More often, the left headlight is affected. The reason is driver failure due to overheating. The design of the headlight does not provide for the replacement of a faulty electronic board. On cars assembled before June 2013, the seat heating control unit often failed. The disease was manifested by weak heating of the front seats. Problems with heating can also arise due to the breakage of the threads of the mat. If you know of other model malfunctions, be sure to write about it.